I have some exciting news. I am moving to London. That is so crazy. I've been procrastinating filming this video for quite a while now. It's finally the day. I've actually procrastinated so much today to film this that the sun's almost down and it's a really gloomy day as well, so there's not much lighting in here, so I'm hoping it's okay. I've been really scared to film this video just because it is a big, to me, it's a very big thing, and I've actually written notes on my computer because I wanted to kind of write down my thoughts and what I was going to say so that this was a little bit less of a mess, this video. My name's Nina, I'm 27 and I live in Perth, Western Australia. And I have lived in Perth my whole life. I was born in Sydney, but my family moved over when I was only 6 months old. So I really don't count that as living in Sydney. So I have pretty much lived in Perth my whole life. I've never moved out of Perth. I've moved out of my mum's house, obviously. I have my own house only 5 minutes away from her. But aside from that, I've never moved. This is something that's kind of been a while in the making. A little backstory about me. Like I said, I've lived in Perth my whole life and I've, over the last couple of years, been wanting to experience something different and experience living somewhere where the seasons are the opposite and there's a wintry Christmas and it's a lot busier than Perth. If you live in Australia, then you know that it is very laid back, very relaxed, especially Perth. I think Perth was recently voted something like the most relaxed city in Australia, which is great. Like, it's a great place to live. It really, really is a beautiful place. But I have been here my whole life and I do want to experience something different. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I had my rabbit Popcorn. I have had him since I was 19 years old. I'm now 27, so I had him for 8 years and recently we lost him. He was literally my baby, he was my whole world. I would make every decision based around him. I would give anything to have him back. He got me through some really, really rough times and I had him for most of my 20s and I wouldn't trade that for anything. I would literally trade moving if it meant I could have him back, but that's not how life works, obviously. So like I said, over the last couple of years, I've been really wanting to make this move and I kind of want to experience what a lot of people do in their early 20s, right when they're out of uni and they've just moved out of home, they're getting their first apartment, they're in a big city. I am romanticizing it a little bit. I think it's probably not going to be as romanticized as I'm picturing it. Yeah, I just feel like because I had Popcorn and like I said, I don't regret having him at all. I didn't really get to live that life that I wanted to live in my early 20s and I want to do that now. For me, now is really the time to do it. I do want to have kids in the future and I am almost 28 years old, so if I was to ever do something like this, it really is now or never. I know a lot of my followers obviously do follow me for my rabbit content and I understand that obviously I'm not going to be posting that anymore. I feel like I'm definitely in a really transitional stage and I completely understand if you are not going to be following me on this new adventure. And I do want to thank you for the time that you have spent watching my videos and for subscribing, and I do hope that you do follow me on this new thing that I'm doing, but if not, thank you anyway. So a little bit of information. You might be wondering, where are we moving? What are we doing? The plan at the moment is we're looking at London. I do have a partner who I've been with for literally the entire time that I had Popcorn. So I've been with him for 8 years and he really is, I know this sounds so corny, but he really is the love of my life. And so obviously doing this adventure together, I have to take him into consideration, of course. For him, he's wanted to do this move as well. He's kind of reached a bit of a dead end in his career in Perth and he wants to reach for bigger things and do more things, and if he wants to do that, he will have to move overseas. So we've kind of both made compromises in where we're going to go and what we're going to do based on what suits both of us. So for me personally, I really want to be in a big city or close to a big city. So like I said, we are looking at London, but if he did get his dream job and it was somewhere else in Europe, then I would definitely make the sacrifice and move wherever he needs to be for his career, because that way I still will get to experience different seasons and things like snow that I really want to experience. So I would make that sacrifice, even though I do want to be close to a big city. I would also I know I'm saying London, and London is what we're looking at, but You know, if we were near Paris or another large city, I'd also be really, really happy with that. So I am willing to make sacrifices, and vice versa, he's willing to make sacrifices for me as well. But I do really want him to follow his dream and his career as well. At the moment, we're both looking at jobs, obviously applying for jobs in the UK, and he's applying for some jobs in Europe as well. If neither of us get a job before we actually make the move, we are moving regardless. I have heard that it is a lot easier to get a job once you have moved over there. So while I would like it if we both had jobs lined up before we went, if we don't, we're going regardless. So this is officially the start of my moving series, and this is also my invitation for you to join me in this new chapter and come along with me. I am going to be documenting the whole process from moving, packing up, visas, finding an apartment, decorating an apartment. I'm really, really excited about this, and there's going to be a couple of series along the way. I'm so excited to bring you guys along with me. I truly am. I feel like it's going to be such a fun, exciting, and stressful and anxiety-inducing experience. I feel like it's still, even if it's not a good experience and we end up back home sooner than we thought, at least we tried it. I'm not going to regret doing it, but I think I will regret not trying it. So we're going to give it a go. Please comment down below if you have any questions for me, or if you want me to maybe do a Q&A or anything like that, and I will respond to all the comments down below. But yeah, let's go on an adventure, shall we?